So clear, right? Requirement clarification note, requirement traceability matrix, right? Any question? Okay. Now, next one is BRS document. What is BRS? Okay, BRS document, SRS document are there, right? So we'll go through one by one document, one by one. So basically, what is a system requirement document, functional requirement document, business requirement document? So a functional a functional requirement document is like in this functional requirement specification document, the functionality would be described. So what we need to be test, what is the functionality of the application? The main functionality of the application for banking website is ICICI website is ICICI Bank website is there. Their main functionality is banking. In banking, transactions, okay, uh, online transactions, offline transactions, uh, showing what we say, uh, generating statements, generating checkbook, okay, online checkbook. These are all the functionalities. So payment through online payment, online transfer. Okay. So these are the functionalities. So each functionality will be described in detailed in this functional requirement specification document. Okay. So what is business requirement specification document? So business requirement specification document is something where it is high level where the purpose of the application would be mentioned. So for example, Amazon website is there, the main purpose is e-commerce, collecting different vendors data and making them to in our application that they can sell from through our application. So that is the main business requirement specification, business requirement. So those business perspective, client perspective, what he needs, what he's planning to develop with the product, what is output, what are his organization's plans, and those all future, those all will be mentioned in this business requirement specification document. So SRS documents, a system requirement specification document. So this in this document, the workflow will be mentioned. So how we need to test, what we need to test, okay, what are our use cases, what are our test cases, what is the prospective of this testing, all those things will be mentioned in SRS document, system requirement specification document. Okay. So now we'll see some difference between okay, business requirement specification document. So this is a BRS SRS document. Okay, BRD SRS FRS. BRD or BRS both are same. Business requirement document or business requirement specification. So specifications means we'll have the spec of our project. Document or design or document means they will have the business documents, business related things. So these are some of the differences between BRS, SRS, and FRS. So BRS is being prepared by business analyst, and SRS is prepared by business analyst or system analyst. See, a QA engineer's role would be system analyst also. Okay, and FRS document is completely by system analyst, business analyst, or implementation leads, means who are going to implement the project. So here also QA or QA or business both will involve in this one. And what it contains in a simple line, high level business requirements and stakeholder requirements. What the stakeholders are expecting. So that will be considered here in business requirement specification document. So in system requirement, all functional requirements, non-functional requirements, and use cases. So functional requirements mean all our testings, what we are doing, okay, what is that system testing, end-to-end testing, regression testing, retesting, all those testing details, all will be mentioned. So what functions we need to test. So non-functional requirements means like a color, UI, text size, text type, those all will be non-functional, right? So those all details will be mentioned. Here in functional requirements, in detailed functional requirement specification, especially only functional related. So data flow, how does data flow, how the diagrams flow from one place to another place. Okay. And these business documents used by upper level and middle level management, and this by project level SMEs, subject matter experts, technical leads will be using this SRS documents. And functional, our testing team, only QC person, main uses FRS document. Okay. So this BRS is prepared in the initial of the documentation. These SRS, FRS, like in the planning phase, they go through this. So the main purpose of business requirement document is why the requirements are being undertaken. They need to answer this question: why we are undertaking this project? Why this project? That answer is there in BRD document. So what requirements must be fulfilled? What we need to work? What is our satisfactory level? That is mentioned in SRS document. Means, and okay, we know why it is required, why our application is required, we know. So what is required, we know, but how to do it, that is mentioned in FRS document. Okay, exactly the system, what is system is expecting, what is output, that is mentioned in FRS document. Okay. So these are some basic differences between SRS and FRS documents. So improve efficiency by tracking the employee time in office, and these are some of the examples. Okay, some login module will contain. See here in FRS document, login module will contain fields like enter username, password, submit button. All these field details, in detailed field details will be there in FRS document. Here, login administrator. So in SRS document, login details, administrator, employer, outline. Okay, we need to test on login functionality. We need to test on administrator, and like that will be there. Okay, this is SRS document. So clear these three documents: BRD document, SRS document, and FRS document. Okay. So this also is the same document. Okay. Next we'll go for contents of each document. So BRS content, BRS document is there. Okay. So this is the BRS or BRD document contents. So what will be there in content? See, in interview, they may ask what are the contents in BRS document, what are the contents in SRS document. So don't get panic or don't bahat all these things. You just memorize. Like see, BRD means business. So business means what will be there in business. What is our motto in business? What need to be done, right? Why? Why is our motto? Why the requirements? So we need to understand them. So what is the objective of our requirement? What is the purpose of this document? What is the scope would be? What scope will be there? What are the risks of this application? Are we going with any assumptions? Any diagrams are there for this? Any overview diagrams? So those all, what are the functional requirements? These all are the contents of the business requirement specification document. Okay. I'll show you one sample business specification document, how it will be. Okay. See, this is a model how a business document will be there. Project name, project reference would be there. Here, who is the sponsor of the project? Who is the business project manager? IT manager, business analyst. Who is a business analyst? See, every team contains one business analyst. Okay. What is the purpose of the business analyst? Is he just goes answer all your questions. Means he should have more knowledge on the application. Now all the documents. Okay. Here, this document control number would be provided to uh, and what contacts of the name, title, location, all the document approvals. document distribution levels or revision history. Revision history means, say, once you have prepared the document with version 0.1 and there are some revisions in the requirements. So what you do is you update the document and you mention here the revision at 0.2, who has changed it, version, date, version, and summary of changes. Why you have updated the, what you have updated the requirement document, what you have updated, what is the status of that, like that. So that the revision history will be maintained. So for verifying with the what are the documents, other documents. So these are the contents. See here, introduction, problem, impact, successful outcome, objectives, purpose of the document. So all in detail like this it will be. See, uh, some companies follow some methods, so there will be different contents here. So this is not a standard template of having only these items. Okay, this problem, impact, successful. This step may or may not be in some other organizations. So this objectives may be, this definitions, this one may be or may not be. They may not include this risks column. They may not include this contest column. They may not include this as is process. So you need not worry. Whatever you know, whatever you understand, at least in this content, see, for example, here there are 17 points are there. At least try to say in interview 14 to 15 points, 12 to 13 points at least. Minimum 10, worst 10. So purpose, scope, objectives, like that. Some 10 points, 10 contents you should explain. Okay. So see, purpose of the document means it will specify the all the business analyst, stakeholders, all their ideas would be shared, facilitated a shared understanding of for all stakeholders of the business requirements. Okay. So what is the scope? Brief description, bullet points they will mention here. What is in scope? What is out of scope of this project? Okay. If any specific terminologies are there, definitions terms they'll mention here. What are the risks are there? So risk, see here, all for everything reference number is there. See here, objectives, objective ID is there. Okay. When you come to this one, risks, risk number, assumptions, assumption number. So insert details of any issues which contribute to the requirements being incomplete. The ID number will take the form of consecutive number per entry. So in the same way, dependencies, if any, what is the context diagram, what is the process overview diagram, these all will be mentioned in this document. Okay. Detailed business requirements, functional requirements are there, what are the non-functional requirements, technical integration, securities. Okay. So these are all the basic things of a business requirement specification. So impact analysis, impact assessment also will be done. So how does it impact the process? Uh, when we are following a process, what is impact? When for the people, what is it impact for customers financially? All those things. Cost. Sometimes some people mention cost also in the application in the document only. Some don't mention because it's a secret thing. So the budget, everything. Okay. So these are the different contents of the business requirement specification document. Are we clear? BRS document. Okay. Next we go for SRS document. So SRS document, software requirement specification. Here also see common. If you observe here, business project name, project reference. Here also prepared by, this is a version of the project, date. Okay. Prepared for revision history, document approval. All these things are common. Okay. Contents. What are the contents in this SRS document? Software requirement specification is purpose, scope, reference. See here. When you come to here, scope, purpose, definitions, acronym, abbreviation, same. Okay, references, specific requirements, internal interface requirements, external interface requirements. Okay, What are the front end details, technical requirements details, validation details, all those will be mentioned in this document. Each and everything they will explain you here. Okay. See, the scope of the project is limited to the testing of the features described in the succeeding sections of this document. So what is the scope of this project exactly? That all details will be mentioned here in the document. So for example, specific requirements. Uh, Here two roles will be the manager role and customer role. Here in system requirement, they have mentioned here. So under manager role, what need to be given access? New customer, edit customer, delete customer, new account, edit account, delete account is all. But for customer, you should have a balance inquiry, fund transfer, mini check. So there are different roles, right? So for each role, for whom we need to provide the access, what are all those things, details will be mentioned. Each module is explained here. Change password, edit password, like this. Okay. These are all the contents of the software requirement specifications. Okay. So when we go for this one, what is that? FRS document. So let's see some FRS document. Functional requirement document. So what is there in this is like it is same. Again, see here same proposal, purpose, documents overview. So here in functional, purely functional information will be mentioned. Okay, functional means all how the application needs to run. Okay, the basic thing. So those all will be mentioned here, like purpose, scope, background, references, assumptions. Okay, purpose. Why an overall description of FRD, its purpose. What is the purpose of this document? Why what you are doing about this project? Those all will be mentioned in FRS. See why these documents are required means when a company is going for auditing, especially for ISO 9001, 2000 certified or CMM level 5, level 3 certification document certification, hmm, then they pick a project and they ask all the documents, FRS document, BRS document, FRS document, test planning document, all documents will be asked. So for that purpose, we need to prepare all the documents. Okay. Clear till here? So requirement analysis is clear.
So in interview, all these questions are asked like related to documentation and all.
Interview, they don't ask in detail everything. They will only one question they will ask is what will be there in FRS document.
Okay.
What will be there in BRS document? What will be there in SRS document? So you need to say the content of the document. In detail, if they go inside the content and they ask what is this, then you need to explain. But 99.9% they don't go inside those up. You will be maximum will be stick to the content of the documents. What all contents are there, they will ask. Because you need to show the difference between SRS, BRS documents, right? So for that purpose, they will ask the content. Okay. So clear about these documents, FRS, BRS. Okay. Then we'll go for next one, test planning. Okay. So requirement phase is done. So in requirement phase, we have BRS, SRS, FRS, RCN, RTM. Okay. Test planning. In test planning, what we prepare is test strategy, Stra- test strategy document, and test plan document. Okay, we'll prepare these things. So, what is a test strategy document? What is a test plan document? Okay, we'll see one by one, and I'll explain you what are the entry criteria, exit criteria, and what are the activities we do here. That one also I'll explain you. Okay. Let's see this one. So in test planning, what we do basically is it's a once a project is scheduled for testing, or if we need to do testing, we will define some test strategy documents. We will define some test strategy document. So based on this test strategy document only, the uh, test lead or team lead will prepare the test planning document. So what does this test strategy document is basically? It is a high level management document and approved of testing an application. So in this test strategy document, what will be there is like it is a high level document, high level management document. In this document, we will have high level the project description, and once the test strategy document is approved, then only we can go for testing. Okay. So this test strategy document is derived from or taken from the test policies. So there may be a slight variation between project to project. So the documents would not be same. So for example, if you take this one, this is a template of a test strategy document. So this is how it will be: document control, change control. These are basic things. So what are the STLC steps, SDLC steps we are covering. So these are here we have mentioned contents as test strategy identifier. So what is the purpose of this one? Introduction. What are the items we need to test? What are the features to be tested? Features not to be tested. So there will be some features which we need not test. They are out of scope. Okay. So what is the approach? Pass fail criteria are what? Okay. When we can say it is a pass, when we can say the application is passed or module is passed. So those are all documents, the deliverables, task, structure, matrix, all those will be there. Okay. You need to go through the this one. You need to prepare this test strategy document. So who will prepare this test strategy means mostly manager will prepare, will define this one. Okay. So from this test strategy only we will prepare the test plan document. Okay, test items, what are the features to be tested, these all will be there in this document. Analysis and planning phase, entry criteria, analysis and planning criteria. Okay, test phase criteria, entry criteria. See here, they have mentioned one procedure also in this document. So one test engineer is there. He will level one will go to developer. He will go to manager if you have any issues. Okay, manager will go to development manager. He will go to developer again. Here, project owner will be at third level. Okay, from project owner to test manager. Okay, so see, there is no purpose of mentioning this document in this image. Okay, see, I'll show you another document. See, this is one more project, sample project. Here they have mentioned straight away objectives, scope, testing task, types of tasks to be completed, interfaces, all those document things you have mentioned. What all need to be provided? Well, these components should provide a testing strategy overview. Okay, background. What is the background scope? What are the key inputs for this one? This is all. In this document, there is no image like that. This straight away mentioning. Here you can see what are all we need to do: system testing, manual data loading, data. These all need to be prepared. And okay, this is a test strategy document. Any questions here? Coming to coming to test plan document. So how this test plan document would be there? I'll show you one sample test plan document. So this is a test plan document. So what is the purpose of test plan is, it is a detailed plan of testing. Test plan means it is a detailed plan of testing. What need to be tested? Testing an application. So here in this test plan, it is explained like a scope, approach, what are the resources. Okay. So see, test strategy document is there, right? In test strategy document, this is a very high level document. Okay, company level document. This is okay, company level document. This is, but where test plan, test plan. Okay, in test plan document, the main point what we need to define here is, first point, what to test. Second one, when to test. Third one, how to test. Fourth one, who to test. Okay, so these all will be explained. What to test, when to test, how to test, who to test. These all will be explained in test plan document. Okay, see here, when we go for test plan document, introduction, objectives, test strategy, here alpha testing, integration testing, all the earlier testings, all the things will be mentioned. Features, resources, all these will be risk assumptions, tools. So everything will be mentioned. Like, see, what to test, what to test in test plan document. So for entire project, only one test plan document will be there. No, there will be multiple test plan documents based on the modules. Okay, for different modules, they will prepare different test plan documents. Okay, so what to test? So what we are testing in this application? We are testing, for example, mobile section in Amazon.com. So what to test? We need to test mobiles. So when to test? When when to test? When application is ready with the mobiles section. Okay, login functionality is ready, and application is ready, and mobile section is ready. Then we need to test. How to test? How to test that? How to test means what all need to be covered in this testing. uh, System testing, functional testing, okay, like end-to-end testing, sanity testing, smoke testing, all the testings would be covered here. Like how to test, those all will be doing here. Then who to test? In our team, there are 10 members, 10 testers are there. Who need to be tested? Like who means they don't mention the name in the document, okay, because employees are not permanent, right? The employees are not permanent in organization, so most of the time they don't mention the names, but sometimes they do so also. So we will give two members. They will mention the numbers. Two members should work on this mobile section. Okay, they will mention it. So this is the basic thing. So in simple, see, in simple, in interview, if they ask what the things contained in test plan document. See here, when you see this document, this is very big. Okay, objectives, task, all these others. So in simple, you can say it will contain scope, approach, okay, introduction, scope, approach, features which are to be tested, features which are not to be tested, entry criteria, exit criteria, environment, deliverables. That's all. Risks. That's all. So these 4 5 terms would be more enough. So this is a sample one, but see, all these are not required when coming to this test plan document. Okay. Any questions? So test plan document, test strategy document. So tomorrow, what we will learn is what are the entry criteria, exit criteria for this test planning. And tomorrow we'll go for test design. In test design, we'll cover test case, test scenarios. I'll explain a sample test scenario and a test case. Okay. And I will give you some tasks tomorrow to write test cases and test scenarios. Okay. Clear? Any doubts? So to explain this test strategy and test plan, so you can say in one line. In test strategy, what will be there is like testing approach, testing approach to be followed. Okay. Whereas in test plan document, as I have explained, what, how, when, and who. Okay, this is test plan in simple lines. Okay, these two lines you remember for explaining the test strategy document and test plan document. 6 years back or some 7 years back, I remember when I go for a CSC interview. When I go for CSC interview, they have asked me this test strategy document, test plan document, and they have asked me to write all the details, the test strategy document. Okay, so remember this. Why these are all important means when you are go for a fresher, you don't require all these things. You just need knowledge. Like test, what is the test strategy document means you can explain the approach to be followed and is a high level company document. But when you are going for an experience 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus, then you need to know clearly what are all these documents. You need to have an idea of each and everything. Okay. Yeah, I'll send all the details, all the documents I'll send. I will map all those in our material also. Okay, don't worry. So any questions here? If all good, I'll end the session for now today. Okay. Thank you guys.